Hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Carol. I'm an author, a healer, and a fairy whisperer. And I work with Morgan and the Fairy Sisters of Avalon, as well as the entire fairy contingency right now on Earth. And they wanted me to come on today and talk to you about joyful creativity. And especially during this time where so many people are celebrating holidays. And let me be the first to say, if this is Christmas for you, Merry Christmas. If you're celebrating Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. We're still in the winter solstice gateway, so blessed winter solstice. Any holiday that you're celebrating right now, may it just be blessed and filled with love and light. Now, the fairies, I should say, I had wanted so much to come on for the winter solstice and give you a blessing. You may be aware, but the winter solstice is King Arthur's birthday. He is known as the Winter King quite often. And I had wanted to do a special ritual with him. And he's going to be present with us today, so this is good. But I was told to wait until today for the full powers of the not only the solstice gateway, but also the solar eclipse and the new moon at the same time. So that's why we're on today. I hope you're all doing very, very well and just having a blessed time. I do know, and I hear this from a lot of people, including myself, this has been a time of immense challenge. And now we're in the holidays, and there's so much demanded during the holidays. I have to be here, I have to be there, I need to be cooking this, I need to be making these people happy and meeting with these people. The message coming through from Avalon and from the Fae is that we must, at this time of busyness, take time to simply allow yourself joyful creativity. And you're probably looking at me and saying, yes, I want to do that, but how? How do I come up with that kind of time right now? It's simply a matter of making that time. If you're with your family right now and you're getting ready for a huge holiday get-together, or perhaps you're making the food for this family event, the fairies and indeed Morgan are counseling you right now to take time in this day, even 15 minutes, to allow yourself some blissful creativity. And this can be anything. For me as a writer, I just love to work on whatever kind of writing I'm working on. If you're a musician, you can play your instrument, you can compose, you can sing. This is a great day for singing. If you are someone that likes to make artistry with cooking, with cakes, perfect day to do that. It can be any kind of artistry. Please take those 15 minutes, or if you can have a blessed half hour of this, and do it joyfully, is what they're saying. They are stressing right now that so many of us, myself included, allow ourselves to get stressed to the max at times like this. Please let that go for moments throughout this day and allow the divine to speak to you with creative inspiration. And they want me to take this time right now to just talk about what kinds of inspiration might be coming through to you and how it might be coming through. And then we're going to go into an Avalon fairy ritual for the eclipse, the new moon, about how to banish anything that's blocking your creativity and to allow that new creativity and new creative inspiration to flow in. So right now they want me to speak about how creativity comes to us, and sometimes we might not be looking for it. And I think we're all aware that creativity can come through dreams. I know For me, my Twilight Dreaming episodes is what literally brought the Morgan of Avalon book series into creation. They're asking me to go through how that happened. So if you've heard this before, I'll do this very quickly. If you're new to the channel, this will be new information for you. So when I was a teenager, I was basically coming home from a theatrical performance, and I fell into a Twilight Dreaming episode that's half waking, half dreaming, where I was addressed by a voice older than time, which I found out later was Morgan, basically saying to return to Camelot, return to Avalon. And that was the beginning of my communication through Twilight Dreaming, through dreaming of what the Morgan of Avalon series would be. And indeed, that's what actually brought me to all of you today. And it continues to come in through this means, and of course through direct communication with Avalon and Morgan, and indeed Arthur, who is here with us right now as well. I'm also going to be calling in Merlin, and the sisters are all around us as well. All right, now they're also saying to mention how when you're going through your day-to-day activities, how suddenly you might get a glimpse of an idea. It can just be a little idea that pops in your mind that really makes your heart sing. This is something that they want you to go with and actually take and run with it. These are divine seeds coming down from the divine and through the angels, the fairies, that they want you to take and work on and bring forth into creativity. They want me to mention about walking out in nature, how on a day like today where you still have the solstice energy going, you have the eclipse coming in, the new moon, all of this energy, if you're out walking in nature, the energy can just bubble through you. They're showing me an image. This is actually going to be our ritual later on of the new moon bringing its shadow in this way, and the ring of fire from the eclipse, and the energy just coming down upon all of us at this time. They're saying to read into what nature is saying to you. I know if you're on this channel, you are aware of this. But the fairies often communicate in this manner. And you can be out walking. The wind can come up and stir your hair. It can offer you a wind creature like a hawk. And they can gift you with all kinds of inspiration. You can get inspiration looking into the water and seeing the water create messages for you. Now, I know we've gone through this before, so they don't want me to spend a lot of time in it. But other ways you can gain creative inspiration. Hello, dear ones. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Other ways you can gain this creative inspiration are through listening to music. And the angels, the fairies, would literally put a song on the radio that is meant especially for you, and that can have a message in that. They're telling you to give you more examples. For instance, when I was actually writing the first Adventures of Maid Marian book, they would consistently inspire me to continue the writing process by putting on the radio a song that is all the way from the 1990s that you would not normally hear on the radio. Bryan Adams sang it, and it was I Do It For You, and it's from the Robin Hood movie in the 1990s, if you remember all the way back then. And any time that I might be thinking, oh, I just don't have time to do that writing, I could be in a Walmart's and that song would literally start playing. And you look at that and you say, what are the chances of that? Because it's all the way from the 1990s. But the angels and the fairies and your guides find ways to speak to you through music. They also speak to you through other people. There can be, like today, if you are celebrating one of the major holidays and you're getting together with friends or family, a simple conversation with another person can inspire you. They can literally be a fairy, an angel, speaking to you from that person. I'm trying to think of, once again, examples of this. It can be simply someone saying to you, "You are such a fantastic, magical person. Do you know what an inspiration you are to me?" It can be something simple like that, or it can be a definite message that will make you just sit up and say, "Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for helping me remember this." I'm going to stop right now and give credit to someone who did that to me last night. One of our followers here on this channel, her name is Cheryl, and I think I mentioned before that I'm working with her on a book that literally has fairy pictures in it. She sent me a message. She knows that I'm far away from home. I'm in a new location again. I'm in Brooklyn, New York right now. And her message to me was what I just said to you. Do you realize how special you are? Remember that you are a gift from the divine. These are messages that will come through other people, and just celebrate them when they come through. Yes, yes, it is true. And happy Christmas to you, Jeanette. And she was the dreamer. Hello, love to you. And Jeanette, yes, yes, I agree. Now, I'm thinking they're wanting to go almost directly into this beautiful ritual. I can feel it coming on. So I'm going to ask everyone to make themselves very comfortable right now. I'd like you to get your feet flat on the ground. If you're inside, put your feet on the ground. Allow the silver roots to grow down into the earth. And I'm calling on Morgan, the sisters, King Arthur, Merlin, and indeed all our fairy guides that are around us right now. We have a great contingency all around us right now. And we are going to ask for transport to Avalon. And it is the red dragon that comes forth. This is King Arthur's avatar. And the red dragon is asking you to climb onto its back. And the red dragon is flying us through the veil of mist and fire. And as we come through the veil, we see Avalon shrouded in mist. However, I see the Tor sticking out above the mist. And on this beautiful holiday, I see a circle of stars surrounding the Tor as well, even though it is bright day. That's quite magical. Now the dragon is setting us down onto the actual Tor itself. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm going to go deep into the meditation now, so I will respond to you as soon as we finish. All right, now I'm seeing as the dragon touches down that we climb off his back and we thank him. Beautiful soul. We're going to enter the stone circle. Morgan is there, as are the sisters who once again surround us. Arthur is coming in, and they're wanting me right now to equate each of them to one of the constellations, or I should say, right now, Morgan is representing the moon, Arthur, the sun, for our eclipse ritual. Merlin is here off to the side, and he is holding the energy high for each of us, as are the sisters who are going to help us remain grounded. Now, what I would like you to do is look up, and we are being told that we are granted sight from the face, so you can actually watch this eclipse take place. So as I said, Arthur is representative of the sun energy right now. And I would like you to link into the sun as it's moving directly above us. Now, in this link with Arthur, with the sun, we are reminded of unity consciousness, because that is what Arthur represented in Camelot. He created the Knights of the Round Table, where no one was above another, everyone was equal. And they all heard people come in from Britannia, and indeed from all over the world, to voice their opinions, their problems. And right now we are a part of this. And I keep getting, you're seeing my arms do this circular motion. They're showing us this circular motion of stars right now around the Tor, around the sun. I want you to feel into that energy, because it is spiraling through me. It is literally coming up through my core to my heart. And they want you to visualize that, feel into that as well. Now Morgan is coming forth as the moon. And this is, of course, the dark of the moon, the new moon that we're in as of today. Now, she wants you to feel into this, because she is stating, for this ritual, we will, during the eclipse, go into the shadow of the moon. And at that point, we're going to banish anything from this life or past lives that is blocking our creative expression. They want me, once again, even though we're in the ritual, to give you examples. So imagine me preparing this for you 2 nights ago, going into this ritual, and literally being drawn to an event in this lifetime involving someone I dearly love, someone who is extremely creative, someone who I've worked with since he was a child, and he has gone on to wonderful heights, but on a path that is very different from mine. And the reason why they showed me this, there is an element of sorrow for me in this, because my ego wished this dear soul to continue with me on the same path, doing the same creativity that I am doing. What I am being shown, and was shown during this ritual, was I was to release that this was something blocking my creativity. And I am to allow that soul to travel his own path, upwards and upwards, and I continue on my own path, upwards and upwards. And this is something that today I will be releasing with you, in the new moon ritual. So now as we look up and we see the dark new moon literally slowly coming toward the bright sun, we watch as the two of them merge. Now, as you're watching them merge, be conscious of the ring of fire aspect, where you see the sun's ring of fire outlining the moon dark. Hold that in your mind's eye for a moment. This is your creativity with the sun, and now the dark of the moon is going to completely cover the sun. Watch that ring disappear for a moment. And now we are being flooded with the cool shadow of Morgan and the new moon. Now feel that new moon energy coming down through your ascension chakras, all the way to your crown. I see it flooding your crown. I'm seeing a white pearlescent light coming in through the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart. Oh, they're going back up to the high heart and the heart to make sure that they are linked to the solar plexus and all the way down to the sacral, the seat of creativity. Before we do the banishing, they want me to take that white light down to the root and down to your earth star and back up again. We're stopping at the sacral. Now, I'm calling on the powers of Avalon, of Morgan, King Arthur, Merlin, and indeed all the fairy kingdoms of earth, air, water, and fire. In the new moon shadow, to stir up and reveal anything that is currently blocking your creativity. Allow any image to come forth, no matter how fleeting. And it can be a knowing, it can be a flash of an image, it can be heard through clairaudience. Any kind of knowing of something that is blocking your creativity. They are showing me in general right now fear. And I'm sure this is true for all of us. We are right now asking that in the dark of this new moon, all fear is released that has been implanted within us through programming. It might have been given us by our parents. It might have been given us by friends, family, television. You might have heard it. You might have read it. Anywhere that you received a program that said you cannot make a living doing creative expressions, allow the new moon energy to take that, your fears, any memories from the past, and literally suction that away, up into the moon herself in that darkness. I see Morgan taking it with her hands. She's weaving it. It's almost like a beautiful white silver braid. And she is literally releasing that up into the circle of stars that are going round and round. Feel that release. Allow your body, if it needs to just slump forward. Hold that for a moment. I want you to be as relaxed as you can. Now, slowly, I want you to look up and see the ring of fire come back. You can see the sun just highlighted by the moon. It is still mostly moon dark. There is a circle of sunlight, and that light is fiery red coming down upon you. Once again, through your ascension chakras, through your crown, your third eye, all the way down to your throat, your high heart, your heart. It's taking time there right now at these chakras. Allow them to open. Now that red, fiery energy is coming down to your solar plexus, to the sacral again. Allow it to go down to the root, to your earth star, and back up to the sacral. Now, they are saying any creative act that you have wanted in your lifetime. It could be something you wanted to do when you were a child and you never did it. Allow yourself to do it now. See yourself actually doing whatever that piece or bit of creativity is. Celebrate it, they're saying. Don't be so serious, Carol. Be joyful. They want you to be joyful. Think of the flower fairies and their joy. Absolutely celebrate this. Now, they're saying, allow this energy to just spread from side to side of your body. I'm seeing it literally like this cord of orange light coming up the legs and spanning from side to side of every aspect and inch of the torso. You can feel it fiery hot coming up through the throat, the crown. Stay in that amazing energy. Oh my goodness. Now breathe it up through your ascension chakras, all the way back up to the sun, which is now emerging from the eclipse. And now I see the sun and King Arthur drawing opposite the moon and Fairy Queen Morgan, and the circle of stars going around them both. We are standing in the middle of this. Feel the combined energy of the sun, the new moon, and the stars I see. It is Merlin who is creating the magic with the stars going around us, of course. Oh, thank you, Merlin. All right. Now they want one more Avalon blessing as we complete this ritual. Let it come through. May the blessings of Avalon Ignite your creativity this day. Fill it with passion, love, joy, merriment, and light. May it travel through this day through the rest of the year of 2019 and into the beautiful 2020, which they are calling, have absolute complete chills, the return of the Fae. Now, when I say that, you know the fairies have been with us all the time, but it is the return of the Fae into the consciousness of so many beautiful souls like yourself. Oh, wow. All right. We are now going to allow ourselves to come back into the stone circle and just take a few deep breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Wow. I'm just going to go ahead and read a few things here, and then I've got some things to tell you here. All right. Oh, I adore the fairies too, and they are very grateful to you as well. Hello, all. Merry Christmas, all dear ones. Happy Hanukkah, dear ones that are here, and blessed solstice, everyone. As they were saying at the end of that ritual, this is the year that is known as the return of the Fae. And this is so important for us, those of us that are a part of this community, those of us that work with the fairies. It is also the return of Avalon. This whole year has been Avalon coming back. All right, they're wanting me to do something. As you know, I'm in Brooklyn, so I'm not anywhere close to home right now, although they're wanting me to make New York my new home, of course. But they want me to offer the Fairy Whisperer class at $55 for today and tomorrow. So it's for the new moon solar eclipse. I've not had time to put this on the website, everythingfairy.co. If you're interested in this, go directly to PayPal and Morgan Ava at AOL.com. That is my PayPal. And write down New Moon Solar Eclipse Fairy Whisperer. They're saying to spell it out for you. The address you would put at PayPal would be MORGANAVA at AOL.com. What else are we offering them? Our love and light, they're saying. All right, so you received a beautiful ritual gift from Avalon and the fairies this day. And they're also gifting you with a big discount on the Fairy Whisperer class. Does anyone have any questions or comments you want to ask? Because I'm still in that energy. I'm still kind of going, ooh. Right now, any questions right now from Morgan, King Arthur, the sisters, Merlin, who was so very present, any of the fairies from the fairy kingdoms, anyone at all? Well, I want to wish all of you, here we go. A phone will be fine for the Fairy Whisperer course. In fact, I recorded the entire thing on my phone. So I know you will be fine. You can actually sign up with it, and I can send you the links and you can watch it on your phone as well, Lewis. Thank you for asking. All right, dear ones, I'm going to sign off if there are no more questions. Happy holidays, everyone. I will try to get back in with you once more before the new year. I'm going to be performing Glinda The Good Witch and the Wizard of Oz, one of my one-woman shows on the 31st. So I'm kind of busy for that. I always considered her to be Dorothy's fairy godmother. Thank you. You're very welcome, dear ones. All right, have a blessed holiday, everyone. And now we will send our gratitude to Morgan, the sisters, King Arthur, Merlin, and indeed all the fairy kingdoms of earth, air, water, and fire, and fairy blessings, and my love. I love you all. My love to each and every one of you. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye-bye.